Let me turn on my backdrop here. And
Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love it.
it comes with emojis and stuff. It didn't have a rose, so I was like, I'm just gonna get the closest flower.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I love that.
All right, joining us now in the Zoom room is Jena Rose. Hello.
Hello. Hi, I'm happy to be here.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad to see you succeeding too. And that's kind of what we're going to be talking about, is this sort of birth of your singing career with the song Checkmate. So to get us started, are you any good at chess?
I love chess. I grew up playing it with my dad. And so the fact that the song came about and after watching The Queen's Gambit, it really inspired me even more. So I do love chess.
Okay. Are you one of those people when you play chess that like you just think for 10 minutes at a time in between each move? Because that's me.
I take a long time. My dad gets very annoyed with me.
Yeah. So tell you what, if you ever come to Virginia Beach, maybe to do an event for Hot 100,
I would love that.
I'll bring a chessboard and also a timer.
Amazing. Yeah, you got to keep me, both of us, I guess.
You've talked about how this song, Checkmate, is sort of the epitome of you as an artist. And I wanted to know, what do you mean by that? Is it lyrically? Is it musically? Is it aesthetically?
All of the above, actually. I feel like when I wrote the song, I wrote it with Nick Furlong. He's amazing. And then it was produced by Chapters, and they're awesome too. And I just feel like all around it just represents me really, really well as an artist. And then when my full project comes out, you're going to see all different sides of me. But Checkmate is a great like debut into who I am.
Okay, awesome. Now, there's a lot more to come, I would imagine. Are those songs that you're working on right now, are they going to sound like Checkmate, or are you going in brand new directions?
You know, they all have a little bit of Checkmate in there because it is who I am and, you know, my voice and my songwriting, but they're super different actually. And they all, like I said, they showcase different parts of me. And like there's ballads, and then there's super fun upbeat, and then there's mid tempos, and everything is different, but also cohesive.
You've got a lot of 80s influence in your sound too. Could you name an 80s band that you feel like deserves more recognition with the kids these days?
I mean, I'd say Depeche Mode. I love Depeche Mode. So if the kids these days can get on Depeche Mode, I would love that.
So when are you going to drop your iconic live performance CD like 101? You know that one, right?
Yes. I mean, that's a great idea. I love that. I'm so down for that.
Awesome. Also, let's get into the lyrics too, because you have a really interesting motif here. Obviously, the song is called Checkmate. It has a lot to do with sort of conflict in love, maybe through the lens of chess. And we talk about how, you know, that's something you did grow up with, but you did mention in a previous interview, I did some stalking before we got on.
I love it. Great job.
You did mention this is not based on a true story. This is sort of a combination of a lot of different feelings coming up with a story. Is it something that you still relate to anyway, though?
Of course, I relate to all my songs. And then, I mean, I've said this before, but my goal with songwriting is for other people to relate to it. So even if I don't write all of them for me at that exact time, someone else will relate to it. And also, I will write songs, and then 2 years later, I'll be like, oh my God, I wrote a song about that. And it explains what I'm going through right now, you know? And then with Checkmate, it's an amalgamation, big word, amalgamation of like so many things and just the strategy of relationships in general. So I think it's pretty widespread about what it could mean to a person.
Let me jump off something you said right there, the strategy of relationships.
Yes.
What is yours when you're going into a new relationship? Do you try to play close to the heart? Do you try to lay it all out on the line? Like, tell me what goes through your head.
I mean, I'm a pretty emotional person, and I'd say I lay it all out on the line. I mean, also, it's every relationship, even with friendships, you can get jaded by a lot of bad experiences. And so it's hard to be completely open, but I still try to, because otherwise it's like, you're not giving it your all. You know what I mean?
That is true. You've mentioned as well that you really like fashion in addition to music.
I do.
So I wanna take a different angle on that one too. I try to dress nice on interview days. You know, I've got my accessories matching my shirt. I've got the little necklace. It's kind of the same color here. But could you give me some fashion advice? Like, what could I be doing better? I believe. Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt, Jenna. I think we've lost audio here. Hold on. You can still hear me? I can't hear you anymore.
Okay, so you can hear me.
I can, yes.
That was so weird. Yeah.
That was.
All right.
Oh well.
I think we should do the rest of the interview in emojis. Just throwing it out.
Try and mouth the words like, yeah.
Thank you, Anthony, from the label. We could do the rest in emojis. How about you know what? Why not? Why not? What's the best emoji face that you can do? Like, can you do?
I loved like that one. That one's great. I use that one a lot.
Mm-hmm. You know what I use like way too much too is the woman tipping her hand.
Oh, I
like,
do that all the time. That's great. And the dancing emoji, that one's awesome. Yeah, that's great.
What else you got? What else you got?
What else I got? I use like them all the time. That one. That one's like when you're trying to say something but also come off nice with it. You gotta. That one's good.
I wonder, is there a chess emoji? Do you know? Like one
yes, there is a chess emoji. I have used that quite a bit in this release.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, as soon as I start publishing all the promo for the interview, I guess I'll go find it, you know, then it'll become one of my most used. Oh no, I think we lost you again. Uh-oh. Try to make it all the way through to the finish line together. You are Cuban-American. That plays a big role in how you present yourself, how you live your life. And I imagine that it influences your music a lot too. Could you give me some examples of maybe where we might find some Cuban-American influence in Jena Rose?
Totally. I mean, I released a song called Forever Yours with Casper Mexico, and he killed it. You know, he's an amazing Latin American artist, or just Latin. And we brought him on the song because I'm like, I really want to incorporate my heritage and my roots into my music more. And so that was kind of the first little taste of it, but it's definitely coming a lot more in the future. But yeah, being Cuban American I'm super proud of it. And I've loved hearing the stories of my family there and like coming over here. And it's inspired me in a way to where intrinsically with everything I do, I carry that with me. And then also in my music, having that just in it all the time, even if it's not a huge, part of the song, it's always in there.
Sure, it doesn't have to be Havana by Camila Cabello to have a
Exactly, it's always in there.
Cuban American. But maybe is that a sound that you think you'd experiment with in the future?
For sure, for sure. I definitely want to sing in Spanish in the future, and that's definitely coming.
Lastly, we can't get through, 15 minutes with Jena Rose without talking about the JRA, which sounds like a political movement of some variety, but is actually Jena Rose Army.
It is right now. Yeah. They're amazing. They're the Jena Rose Army, and they have my whole heart. And I'm sure they've been in your DMs and all over you, which I love. So they're great.
They certainly have. Was this something that you ever expected, to have just legions of passionate fans who don't know you personally just go into bat for you every single day?
It is crazy to me, and I'm so lucky and so grateful. Every day I know that I mean, it is what I've always wanted, but to have it right now is so amazing to me.
And it's part of a larger picture too in the world of pop music, that not every artist has their own passionate, dedicated, online, active fan army. Justin Bieber had a huge one back in the day, still does. Louis Tomlinson, I'm wearing some Louis merch actually. This is a Louis necklace. His fans are all over the place too. Like, those are names, and you're in that conversation now where you got the Shawn Mendes army, you get the BTS army, and now you get the Jena Rose army. Has that sunk in at all, that these fans could propel you to superstardom?
I mean, has it sunken in? I don't know. I'm trying to take it all in every day, and they're literally doing what you said right now. Like they're pushing and they're putting my name up there with all those names that you said, and every time I'm in a poll or on a contest thing, like I'm with these names because of the JRA, because they are pushing so hard every day for me to get there. And I can't do what I do without them.
Absolutely. I know they appreciate you, and I appreciate you as well. I really enjoyed getting to know you.
Oh, me too. This was so fun.
I'm so glad. Yeah, technical difficulties happen, whatever, but that's what's going to make this one unique.
Yeah, it's got to be a little something every day, right?
It does. It does. Well, Jenna, I'll let you get back to the rest of your day, but thank you for taking 15 minutes for me. Thank you for spreading your music across the galaxy, and thank you for just, generally sharing your gift.
Thank you so much. That was so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate this and appreciate you playing my music.
It's a pleasure. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.